it begins. The falling star that we had summoned has failed to strike the Earth. The monster lying dormant inside has been slain, but it has succeeded in expending our enemy's weaponry and drawing away the attention of the people. The remains still float in the heavens, so the calamity our enemy so very fears hasn't ended quite yet. Long have we waited for this moment. I refer not to the people of the Coalition, but to Project 9. I have yearned for revenge, strived for retribution, endeavored for rising again. The day has finally dawned. No, this isn't where Project 9 will end. It will be where it begins. No better time than now. The sun will rise to a new world, a world where we reign supreme. But before we do, there are some things I must do before fully uploading my conscience into my aircraft's computer. I shall participate in one last ritual, which will lay down several curses on my enemy and speed the journey of my allies. Before he vanished into the dark, Lorenz Rydell taught me much about his dying pagan faith. Said faith would die with him unless he passed it on to others, such as Serena, Oriel, and myself. Nine times 9 lives hath lived the cat, and 90 nights are 9 by 10. 9 ounces from 9 pounds of fat, 9 times hath pecked the dorking hen. So 9 times 9 I'll call to thee, 9th of those 9, come thou to me. The day of wrath and doom impending, that day will dissolve the world in ashes. How great will the quaking be when the storm will come? We will be the judge on whose sentence all will depend. The roar, scattering a wondrous sound through the sepulchres of the regions, will summon all before the throne. Wherefore we, the judge, will sit. Whatever lies hidden will appear. The undesirables will be brought forward. Nothing will remain unpunished. It is done. All that's left is to carry out this mission. The time is now. The dragon awakens. So, shall we begin?
Для славы! Siang, Amatikan, Radar Maraka, Semoga Berhasil.
General Strukowski, Strike Force Command is requesting urgent communication.
Put them through.
General Strukowski, we have word from RAAF Edinburgh. Our radar was disabled by a cyber attack. Sound the alarm!
Will do. To the officer, put the base on high alert.
Yes, sir.
Attention, this is not a drill. Alert 5, Alert 5. Numerous hostile squadrons have penetrated our airspace and are closing in on this area. All squadrons, scramble immediately. This is not a drill. All available squadrons scramble immediately. Set up for air defense.
Skyfighter Squadron is in the air. Sarah's flight is in the air. Solway to village. Sunrise. I repeat, sunrise. Radar is fully active. No sign of the enemy. Wait! They're here!
Bombers and fighters of all sorts. Exactly as predicted.
This is Solway. Incoming bandit formation confirmed. All squadrons, you are cleared hot. Engage! None have taken over Queensland before, and none shall this day.
Not above protect us.
We're coming to assist. Hold tight.
Nepaska Rodal Jalaja Anda and Bonamaraka!
The civilians are under attack. Over here! Take this!
Franco, Onisto se Vartili, Simur Petarang, Tarek Gambale Kentitik B.
The enemy is pulling back for now. Good work. Must establish a line of defense now. There's more coming? The entire nation is under attack, Wedgetail. We need to regroup. Salyut. Attack alert, attack alert. Please pay attention to the following information. This is a foreign attack advisory issued at 10:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hostile aircraft have appeared over North Queensland. Airstrike warning is current for island and coastal areas between Cairns and Townsville. Roger, Serena. Attack, Escadron. New enemy formation detected. It's a flight of stealth fighters. So, we meet again, Queenslanders. I am here for you again. I will not be so enigmatic in my attacks this time. You have something? Or someone we want? We will take them if necessary.
You want to lie, don't you? You stay away from my wife, you son of a bitch! Strike Force, this is Townsville Police 1. We're moving to direct you to the areas that need aid.
Stay calm and be aware of your surroundings.
They're dead set on physically and politically crushing us. Got to be joking. This is Solwave. Emergency update. Cruise missiles are inbound from the Coral Sea. Confirmed to be submarine launched.
Are you serious?
Come on, show me what it takes.
Another threat. Tally 3 bombers passing over Cape Melville. Scion, Hunter, intercept and engage, quickly!
Welcome. Linking up with Hunter Flight. Come on, Aussies.
Skyfighter to Solwave. We're targeting the enemy cruise missiles now.
Say goodbye.
Is that Serena? Something's different with him this time. You're next, Serena. This time for good. Skyfighter 1, Fox 2. Soccer, on feet!
Come down! You're so
Fox 2,
serious!
try and evade that. Yeah, feel some heat! And also don't you?
Stowaway here. All enemy aircraft and cruise missiles destroyed. Looks like we outgunned them. There has been extensive damage at Townsville, Charles Towers, Cooktown, and Cairns. All planes proceed with patrol for any more attacks. We are now at war.
General Strakowski, all relief operations are proceeding as planned. Defence Minister Irons is requesting a word.
Put him through. This must be important.
General Strakowski, sir.
Defense Minister Irons, sorry it had to come to this.
Well, it is what it is. You sent me, General. What's going on? Everything's hitting the fan. There's bombers and fighters and...
Relax, Dr. Masters. The air raid is over. Take a chill. So what does it look like, Defense Minister? I'd like a straight answer, please.
New Zealand has pledged support with its defense force and private military contractors. Papua New Guinea is also preparing to assist in far north Queensland, but it will be facing a fight on two fronts with its border. Japan will be also moving to provide backup, and the United States is ready for battle in spite of the general's directed warning to them, but they are still debating on whether to intervene directly or not.
The worst is yet to come.
So it's time.
Time for what?
General, we can no longer risk another Iron War. The enemy is at the gates, and we won't last long with the current situation of our economy and the destruction of our trade. We are going to gather a series of pilots to fly the Supervox from Learmonth to Jakarta.
The Supervox will be the ideal plane. We will bring the war to...
However, they will carry a certain weapon to deploy on this mission.
What sort?
A nuclear weapon. Australia's first ever.
An Australian nuke. You've got to be joking!
This free-fall uranium bomb, codenamed Thunderbolt, has a yield of 14 kilotons.
How long has this been in development for?
It was developed during the invasion, when our situation grew dire. We were uncomfortably close to launching it at Brisbane or Prairie when the battles there worsened.
You were going to drop it on your own goddamn city. I've seen an enemy do that once before. I never thought a fucking ally would.
We would never have considered it otherwise. Afterwards, we put it deep into storage. It's been locked up ever since.
But the treaty! Australia signed the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, February 27th, 1970. Are you telling me that you pulled out of it?
Yes. In 2011, when we were really losing the war, we had no choice. It would have only taken 6 months for us to deploy it anyhow.
With all due respect, Defense Minister, this is insanity!
Do you think I wanted any of this?
So both sides have possible nukes? What's gonna happen when this gets out?
But I do know this. Now that I know that you and your gang are in possession of the sum of all humanity's fears, my team and I will do everything in our power to save Australia from the coalition. And we will also save it from you.
In that case, General, I wish you luck.
Oh, damn it all. They did it. They ended up doing it after all. Thankfully, their efforts have been hampered by the recent cyclone. But I'm pretty sure our counterattack will be as well. There's still people suffering from the cruise missile attacks. Townsville's had to evacuate several suburbs. Will we ever get used to normal life now? Or is this the new norm? And they attacked while we were struck down by a pandemic, the recession, and just so much more. So they planned to get rid of us while we were weak. Unbelievable. So what happens now? Same thing we always do. Fight. Never retreat, never surrender. With pleasure.
The Woomera team has used stealth, raw nerve and technology to defuse nightmares on the other side of the world. But now the darkness is racing towards Australia at blinding speed. While the Aerospace Strike Force is holding its own in Townsville and Darwin, we have been tasked with defending Port Hedland from amphibious assault. Our response to the capturing of one of Western Australia's main ports was completely insufficient, and the enemy has a massive presence already set up. The local resistance is trying their best, but hold no prayer against these new colonists.
This is Recon Team Tempest, contacting any allied units within the Pilbara area. Does anyone copy? Over?
I didn't think there'd be any recon teams operating in this desert. They must be working to sabotage the railways, I assume.
Recon Tempest, this is Windgeo 1. Maintain low profile. Operation has commenced.
Roger that. Tempest out. Alright team, let's go derail that train.
This is forward air control to Windgeo 1. The invading force has complete control of the port.
High-rise command to Windgeo 1. Node-sat imagery of the port is coming in. Proceed with the mission. Neutralize the enemy radar station so the bombers can attack. Scorpius and Scion flights are coming to assist.
It's time to stop this onslaught. The enemy claims this is a peaceful operation, but we will never excuse this violation of our nation's sovereignty. This is their last chance to turn back.
All allies fence in. Engage anything that doesn't have an Aussie or ISAF beacon.
Pesawat Woomera. Adi
Big bandits ahead, 12 knots up. Time to start bumping heads. Watch out for those tracers. More bandits coming over the ridge at 2 o'clock. Tap them. I got this one. Target down. Black ahead. Stay below it, or use your burner to plow past.
Radiac, we got a chopper overhead!
Watch out!
Recon Team Ember, attack!
Passing ACP-4, heading to ACP-5. I'll take the east unit. Taking the west.
Roger that, Colonel. Commencing attack support. Charging. Firing charged attack. Lasers away. Chopper!
Oh, got it.
Watch your 6, flight. Approaching enemy fortification. Lock onto those hard points and hit them with your missiles. Target destroyed. Direct hit. Watch for debris. On final approach to Port Hedland.
High-rise to all squadrons. We're reading all radar stations down. The Woomera bombers are moving in to attack their targets.
I have them on radar, and so does the enemy.
Keep the enemy off them at all costs. This is Scorpius 1. I've received permission to fire the shockwave missile. Firing. Hold on to your eardrums. There it goes. They felt that!
Watch out, missile! We're under attack!
Tempest, this is Bear Dog unit of Pioneer Security. We're rolling in now. I'll dispatch the unit to back you guys up.
Splendid, that's just what we needed.
Let's drive them back! All Allied forces in the Port Hedland operation. The targeting drones for Kingfisher are on station and standing by.
Magpie here. The enemy reinforcements are hitting the shore. There's too many of them. Magpie, withdraw inland. I'm gonna call in a strike. Oh, roger that. Magpie disengaging. Windgeo 1 to Orion, sending Trinity target data. Trinity attack coordinates received. Roths away. Whoa, that's a direct hit. Holy shit! That took care of him. Scorpius 1 targeting the enemy merchant fleet. Shockwave missile away. That did it. Their invasion force is crippled.
Siluman itu miluku. I got this one.
Bandit acquired. ID is F14.
Developed the bombers, but it all ends here.
This one's a cut above.
Washington. Fox 2, Fox 2.
I'm hit! I lost control!
Get out of there, Olmec. Eject.
Colonel, you're hit. Eject.
No, I can't eject! It's stuck! All squadrons, go without me!
Ormac, no!
It's been a wild ride! Get those sons of bitches, Project 9!
You're not getting away with that.
Amnesia! Yanimoku, control the robot!
High-rise command to all units. The bombers have completed their attack. Confirm major hits on all objective targets. Boomerang flight RTB. Goodbye, Ormac.
Tempest to HQ. The railway is now out of action. We're going back into low profile.
Not just yet, Tempest Lead. Fisherman 2-2 is inbound to transport you to a classified location. It's the cyber warfare department for you now.
Roger that.
This is Madcap Magician. We are inbound to battle area on Hammer 4. We'll take it from here.
Ghost Rider Flight, this is Orion. Australian Command has cleared us to proceed with the orbital...
It felt like Armageddon had begun. Darwin was hit the hardest out of all the Coalition's targets. A volley of CN-18 missiles rained from the sky and bombarded the entire region. Then, their fleet arrived and conducted their amphibious assault. Skies are currently being ruled by the enemy. Even though the laser defense system saved the local bases from destruction, we have to reinforce our defenses before it's even more too late.
This is Forward Air Control Dispatch. All available teams advance to RV Point Sierra. Evacuation will commence ASAP.
Copy, dispatch. What's the status of the tower pad?
Tower pad is green. Let's move these civilians before it changes.
Copy, dispatch. 40 out.
Romeo Company, be advised. We have reports of Coalition Marines.
You've got to be kidding me.
That's a negative. Keep your eyes open, soldiers.
I should have guessed. The Coalition has employed some of those mutated Project 9 soldiers. The Forsaken, as they're dubbed.
Slingshot 2-6, this is Vortex 4-0. Coalition Corvette is raining hell on us. Final protective fire 1. Danger close. On my
Command, over.
Copy, Vortex 4-0. FPF 1 at your command.
Fire FPF 1, over.
Firing FPF 1. Shot. Hold on to your helmets. Vortex 4-0. Request FPF SIPREP.
Negative 2-6. The corvettes are still floating and the enemy is still advancing.
Copy, 4-0. Firing FPF 2. Shot.
Damn, how do you stop these guys?
This is Harrier 01 to all
Allied forces on this frequency. I am approaching the battle area and ready to assist.
Harrier? You guys finally made it?
Sea's been under siege for the last few days. Thought we had it in hand. Then those ships showed up. Our fleet scattered, pulling back. Hell, we all got orders to evacuate. Guess some of us don't like leaving a job half finished.
Sarah's flight entering Darwin airspace. Tower, let's show them what we're capable of.
Preparing to attack. Let's go. Enemy forces have anticipated our plan of attack. How is that possible?
Villain to all ground units, be advised. Enemy special forces are inside the city perimeter. Stay alert. These guys are here to murder.
You heard it, boys. The Capastas are here. I'm gonna give those SOBs what's been coming to them.
All forces in the Darwin operation
operation area. This is Argent Jarvis 1 of the South American Task Force. I'm on station and ready to assist. Ceres 1 to Argent Jarvis 1. Good to hear your voice. Help us clean up these skies. Roger that, Ceres. Engaging now.
Yeah, come get some! You've got nothing on me, gunships!
Sabre flight approaching target airspace. Darwin will not fall.
This is RWF Hunter Flight. We're engaging a flight of Su-27s requesting assistance.
Time to make more holes than a Collingwood fan's teeth.
Argent Jarvis 1, Wolverine away.
Oh yeah, Compassus my assus. I got the big one today.
As one, we will not be broken.
Damn, Captain. Glad you're on our side. That elevator will get you to the tower.
If you're trying to get to the tower, you're too late, Viper. Naval fire over the port pounded the hell out of the place.
Cargo board is impossible on foot. Rooftop evacs awash. We could use the
Executive landing pad said there's no easy way to get there. A group of paratrooper specialists are working on a plan. They might appreciate some backup.
on the right side of the hall there, Captain. Right through triage. There he is. That's the one they're talking about. Radio's buzzing about you, Bush Ranger. You feel like jumping? Oh, how I do. We've got an extra jetpack. Go ahead, try it on, Bush Ranger.
Other side, on my mark. 3, 2, 1, jump!
And your stick set.
Welcome to the tree frogs. We're gonna capture the landing pad on the executive wing so the evac birds can land. Try and keep up, Bush Ranger. Death from above.
More reinforcements.
Attention, ISAF Frontline Command. This is the ISAF Raiden Squadron. We are approaching battle position with a full anti-ship payload. Requesting clearance.
Raiden, engage at will. Target the Coalition Naval Task Force.
Roger. Squadron, attack is briefed.
We must scramble to launch an attack on this enemy fleet now.
Agent Tsuye, I haven't seen you since Korea. Don't worry, we got this. Sentai, Kogeki!
An airborne team moving to take the prisoner yacht. Cover them.
Visitang Desarang, Bukan Orang Australia, Ulangi! Usa de radar, Atarok Japan.
American Den Alliance, Turkoko America, Focus Pod America.
Ya Laksamana, ride into Sabre. Keep those fighters off us. Visual on the Burmese frigate. Sink them for what they did in Papua New Guinea. Okay. Sayonara. Yokoyata.
Enemy destroyed.
That takes care of our secondary objective. Now let's mop up the rest. That was a damn successful attack. Naval fire will not be a problem now. We will be on station for 6 more nights of playtime. Pleasure to be flying with you again.
To FAC, landing pad is clear. Send in the evac birds.
Copy, villain. Birds away.
Pleasure jumping with you, Bush Ranger. This is your ride.
Captain, we've got civilians that need immediate assistance.
Climb aboard, Piper. We're going for a ride to the airport.
I still got enough to take down 2 or 3 more. We still got a job to do.
More ballistic missiles. Dragon engage at will.
Ballistic missiles have been detected approaching Darwin at a high rate of speed. Any available units, set up for ballistic missile defense immediately. We cannot take a second wave.
Dragon to HQ, copy that. We're moving into attack now. Targets acquired. Laser away. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down.
Bushranger, this is Sergeant Major Alden. Hell of a day so far. Let's keep it from getting any worse, huh? Enemy troops are all over
My missile batteries, and I got civilians waiting for the passage out. I need you to arm those batteries and fire those missiles from the central terminal. Understood?
10-4, Sergeant Major.
Coalition's been a pain in my ass for too damn long. Give it hell.
This is civilian transport 6 Echo 2. I need to go now, Sergeant Major.
Hold on, Echo 2. There's the first generator, Captain. Get it armed.
Incoming fast movers, evade.
I've got 50 souls on board, Sergeant Major. I can't wait any longer. Negative, Echo 2. I can't cover you. Do not take off. Damn it! Mayday! Mayday! We're going down!
Oh my god. Son of a bitch. I can't watch this.
Civilian transport Pacific Flight
3 to Digger Actual. My engines are hot. Waiting for your go.
Copy, Pacifica 7-3. We're working on it.
Sergeant Major, Coalition is banging on the airport doors. I got families and wounded on board.
I gotta get airborne. Steady 7-3. Those enemy fighters are still up there. It's now or never, Bushranger. Missile defense is online. All evac transports, you are cleared for takeoff. Repeat, you are cleared for takeoff. Go, now!
Forward air control to Sergeant Major. What the hell are you doing? There's still enemy fighters up here. Another wave is inbound.
God damn. Airport defenses are online, but they won't hold. Get ready. Entering combat airspace.
Valkyrie flight. Box 3.
Star Eagle flight. Engage at will. American fighters! The guys to the south are on our side. Magician flight engaging. Get 'em, Trigger. This is Star Eagle flight of the United States Air Force contacting all Australian units. We're targeting the enemy force now. Help is here. Hit 'em hard. That's one stealth. Ito ang America. All enemy attack drones shut down. Pods armed. Fox 3, Fox 3. Any transports evacuate now. Civilian transports away. You saved a lot of lives today, Bushranger. Do you copy? Repeat, this is Outback. Harrier 01, do you copy?
This is 01. Go ahead, Outback.
We picked up your transponder about an hour ago, but could not risk open comms. Coalition has this city sealed tight.
The rest of my team were deployed to the Alice Springs defense line.
Understood. What's the situation at the airport exit?
The last transport is away.
Alright, we're bringing you to us.
Very good. They're here. Doc, the MC-17F from Townsville will be arriving in a few minutes. Very good. That should mean we'll soon have all we need. I suppose so. It was a steep price getting those airmen away from the front lines. Now it's up to the local forces to hunt down the submarine. Gentlemen and lady, I'm currently taking a break on the Archangel space station right now. What's going on? Are reinforcements arriving, Councillor Lindenbaum?
Yes, New Zealand forces, including their private contractors, are reinforcing Queensland and New South Wales.
That puts my greatest fear to rest. Very nice.
Papua New Guinea's defending the Cape as well as their own front lines. France is defending the Coral Sea. Japanese forces are also assisting, and America's bringing in more of everything.
But the coalition still hasn't withered. Darwin is still under heavy fire, and much of the outback is starting to yield. It gets worse.
I've heard the news of a total attack faction, a religiously motivated partisan Australian group that seized some of our most powerful weapons on their convoys and began attacking the coalition force with wild abandon. Mount Isa and Tennant Creek are among the towns they devastated. A New Zealand Black Ops squadron has just taken out their base in Harvey Bay, and PNG forces are helping to mop up the rest, but the damage is still immense. Don't worry, our supervox are ready now. It's far from over for us. Or is it? Because with these bombers here in Reawakens, we can go straight to Jakarta, target the coalition command, and end it once and for all. It's worth a shot. If we let this pass, the war will go on for years. But now that we are here, let's do it. You know, some of the Western media say that we are now fighting for a lost cause. Well, maybe. But they should realize that those are the only kind worth fighting for. Together, we are strong. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel now. But we need to go in and find the damn thing ourselves. It's going to be a wild few days.
This is Captain Chris Windhover, transmitting in the blind to any Allied units on this frequency. The ballistic missile fired at our defense line was carrying a bioweapon, which was some kind of creature. I've engaged in combat with it, and it took the form of a giant black monster with red and yellow eyes and killed many of our divisions. However, it then went out of control and destroyed the enemy's armored and transport battalions overnight. It's now disappeared after consuming all pollutants in the area. I'm moving to link up with any survivors. We need any form of aid and medevac. Windhover, over and out.